Action. If you love big flavor, you're going, no, cut. If you love big flavor, Chili Con Carne is going to be your new obsession. Chili Con Carne is delicious. Hi, my name is Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and you're going to love today's recipe. Now remember, you can find the full recipe linked in the description or just by going to eatingonadime.com. First things first, we need an onion. We're gonna chop this up into bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna cheat today and use my food chopper. I love it because I can chop an onion literally in half the time. Actually, way less than half the time. All you gotta do is cut your onion, oh, that thing popped up, into quarters. Hold on. Push the corner side down in, and then just smash it in there, and you get these beautiful pieces already. I love my handy dandy knife, but cutting onions make me cry, and this solves that problem. In a large stock pot, heat some olive oil over medium-high heat. And add in your onions and start to saute them. Let the onions saute for a few minutes. Then we're going to add our beef. Then we're going to add 3 pounds of chuck roast cut into bite-sized pieces. However, since that's a lot for this pan, I'm just going to put in about half right now, start to brown it, then remove that and put in the other half so it browns really well in the pot. As you can see, it's starting to brown now. Once it's brown, remove this from the pan and then add in your second round of beef. So I put all that browned beef onto a plate. And then we're going to add the remaining beef into the pot and brown this section as well. Go ahead and season with salt and pepper. While that beef is continuing to brown, we're going to chop up a red bell pepper. Again, I'm going to use my chopper. I know I'm getting so lazy I don't even ever chop anything with a knife anymore, but I just love the convenience of this. Now, when I do the chopper or anytime, I just chop off the 4 edges off, and then I just cut each piece into half so it'll fit in the chopper. Now we're lined up, and we're ready to chop. Oh, I'm gonna fix that. I always like to do the skin side up. It goes through the chopper better than if you do skin side down. See how fast it is? And then you have beautifully chopped pieces. Look at them. They're so pretty. If all the liquid is evaporated or cooked off actually while, with your steak, go ahead and add that remaining steak back in. Get all this good stuff in. And then add in those bell peppers. Go ahead and saute this just for a few minutes to start to get those bell peppers soft. Add in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic or 3 cloves of garlic minced. Now we're going to add the seasoning. 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper for a little bit of heat, 1 tablespoon of sugar, tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons of hot sauce. I'm just gonna eye it. 1 can of crushed tomatoes, 1 can of rotel, which is diced tomatoes with green chili, 1 can of tomato paste. I'm just going to use a spatula to get it out of the can. 4 cups of beef broth, which is also the same as 1 carton, which is 32 ounces. You could do water or beef bouillon if you're wanting to save a little bit of money. Add in 2 bay leaves. And then kidney beans are optional, but we like kidney beans in our chili con carne, and you want to drain them and then rinse them off. When I rinse them off, I get my hands in there to give it a really good rinse before I add them to the pot. Then add those kidney beans to the pot. Now stir everything together. Oops. There we go. I was just turning it back up high. Turn it down low as we were adding the ingredients in. Now we're going to turn this back up high and bring to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, go ahead and add the lid and then reduce the heat to low. We're going to let this simmer for 2 hours. This is pretty much a set it and forget it meal, but since it's not in a slow cooker, you do want to come and check it and stir it regularly So just every 30 minutes or so, just to make sure the bottom is not getting burnt. The chili has been simmering, and it's been over 2 hours, and you want that beef to just be falling apart. If it's not quite tender enough, go ahead and let it simmer. Now this is the consistency that it will look like, but you can add more liquid if you want it to be a little bit saucier, just to stretch that meat, just to stretch the budget. I like to let it sit and cool for a good 10 minutes because it could be piping hot. Then you're just gonna ready to serve. Serve it with your favorite chili toppings. Today I've got some sour cream and cheese. You could also do some chives. Red onion would be delicious as well. Get a big old helping of this. This has a pretty much of a kick to it. So if you don't, oh, I don't wanna lick that because it's just straight sour cream. It has a pretty big kick. So if you don't just want that too much kick, you can take a little bit of that cayenne out, or also you just serve it with more sour cream to help balance out the heat. Now it's time for my favorite part, serving it, eating it. Okay, let's go in for a little bite and see how it is. The meat is so tender. Sorry, I have a little meat on my face. The meat is so tender, it's just falling apart in my mouth. It's delicious. Let's talk about some ways to make this a little bit more budget friendly. A few things we talked about, we're like, you could throw any roast in here and chop it up in pieces. You could even do like inexpensive round steak and chop it up, because this is kind of like a slow cooker meal because it's cooking so long on your stovetop that it's just going to become really tender, and that meat is going to come up with all the flavors regardless of whether you're doing a cheaper cut of meat or a higher end cut of meat. That being said, you can also throw this in your slow cooker. Super easy. Brown that meat up, throw it all in the crock pot, let it cook all day, and you will have the same amazing results. A few other things to help with the budget is you can actually add more beans. Double the beans and even add more liquid. If it's more of a liquidier taste, people will put less in their bowls and you'll be able to stretch it out a little bit more. And by adding more of the beans, you get more protein, but you're not using as much steak. And one thing I forgot to tell you before we started eating, don't forget to take out your bay leaves. Okay friends, it's time to go. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember, if you want the full recipe, we have that link in the description, but you can get them all for free on eatingonadime.com. Remember, we're on a mission to help families eat well on a budget, even if you're wanting to eat a delicious roast meal. Okay, beautiful people, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because I don't want you to miss out on any more of our recipes. 2026 is coming up and we are ready for an amazing year on YouTube. Okay, before we go, don't forget to eat at home by eating on a dime. I will see you next time in our kitchen for another family-friendly recipe. Bye, friends.